Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, As Told by Chelsea. Just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning back into my channel. If it's your first time with us today, my name is Chelsea. I'm very new to YouTube, but I think that you guys are in for a treat. So today's topic of discussion is dating in college. Not a lot of people like to discuss this topic, but I believe it's pretty relevant information, especially because I believe most of you guys are in college or on your way to college. So I think it's going to be beneficial to you guys to know while you're during your time there. From my own experience, my first relationship was my freshman year of college, and I just believe I have a lot to say about my own experience and just give you guys basically some tips and some do's and don'ts of dating in college in general. So the first do of dating in college, which I also believe is the most important, is to develop a friendship with your significant other before getting into that relationship. I cannot stress enough how important that is, you guys. This is going to help so many little problems not even arise during the relationship, because when you're friends, you get to see if you guys are even compatible, if you like the same things, if you're even going to get along in an actual relationship. I can tell you guys firsthand that I did not develop a friendship with my significant other when I got into a relationship. We both kind of rushed right into a relationship without actually getting to know one another, which ultimately kind of hurt our relationship in the end. And so we both kind of wished that we went back and spent a lot more time talking and being in that friendship mode before getting into that relationship, because we would have found out a lot more about each other, about things that neither of us liked or the things that we did like or what bothered us the most. But instead, we had to find that out while we were dating, which just kind of makes things hard, because when you're dating, it's like a lot of emotions are already involved. And you don't want to do that while you're dating. You want to figure out the most you can about that person before you get into the relationship. Because the more you know about them before, the better it'll be when you're dating. You already know what to expect. The second do of dating in college is to communicate with your significant other. As minimal as this might seem, a lot of people leave this out while they're dating and they end up being in a bad position in the end. Communicating is what's going to help your significant other understand how you're feeling during certain times without having to try and read your mind or wonder what's wrong with you. Again, I did not communicate well with my significant other my freshman year, but that was just mainly my own fault. I'm more of a reserved type of person and don't really like to show the world how I'm feeling and during times where I'm anything but happy. But I do wish I had gone back and communicated better with him, just because I feel like it would have eliminated a lot of the petty problems we had during the relationship, and I think we would have both benefited from it in the end. So the first don't of dating in college is to not spend 24/7, 365 with your significant other. Trust me, I know, it's very tempting. You go to the same school, you probably live in the same dorm building, you have all this freedom, all this time, but do not give in too deeply to that. I'm not saying to never hang out with your significant other, no way, go ahead, hang out a ton. But don't get to that point where you're overwhelming one another with each other's presence. Give each other more of an opportunity to miss each other, and it's going to be a lot more thrilling and a lot more exciting when the next time you see them, because you're going to miss them, and it's more of that good feeling when you see your significant other. But if you're seeing them every single day, it's going to be the same thing over and over again, and that can get kind of boring, and it's going to make the relationship dull, and that's not what you want. And don't forget that you're both still only in college. You're both still exploring your individuality, so make sure you're finding time to work on yourself as an individual, just so that when you look back, you don't think that you lost sight of yourself because of the relationship. Personally, I spent a lot of time with my significant other. I mean, I don't regret it whatsoever, but if I could go back, I would have worked on myself more as an individual, just because I was still so young and still figuring myself out. And maybe in the end, I would have been better in the relationship. Who knows? The second don't of dating in college is to not worry about the opinion of others. A lot of people are going to have something to say about any and everything, but you just need to know how to cancel out the noise. Just remember that it is your relationship and you're gonna have your own decisions to make along the way, but make sure you're making the right decisions for the right person. Yourself. Because in the end, it's your emotions that matter. So don't let someone else's opinion influence your decisions that easily. Just be smart with your decisions and do what's going to make you happy, because that's really all that matters in the end, is the happiness of yourself and the happiness of your significant other. Well, that wraps up our segment for today, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, As Told by Chelsea. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up and like, comment, and subscribe for some more fun. Alright, later gators.